1 year ago, I got diagnosed with ADHD, and here are 3 ways my life has gotten better since that diagnosis. 1, I'm finally on the right kind of medication. I actually take a combination of medication after dealing with the stigma around taking multiple mental health medications and taking a stimulant as a sober person, all of which I had to get over and navigate, and it's really helped me a lot. 2, fitting the puzzle pieces of my life together, okay? I don't know if this is a neurodivergent thing. I think it is. But I have always felt like I didn't always fit in 100%, or like I'm the odd one out, or something's wrong with me, or like everyone else had the directions to life and I didn't. Like when I got sober, I thought that was something you experience as someone who is in active addiction and like has an addictive personality. Now I don't even think there's such thing as an addictive personality, but that's another topic for another conversation. Anyway, I truly think my ADHD is really what was causing those feelings of not understanding things always, and just feeling like the odd person out. Now that I have my diagnosis, I can look back on my childhood and just trace through like a lot of my symptoms that I now know was ADHD back then, and like being very impulsive and just having trouble in school, especially with math and those types of things. So obviously I can't go back and change anything now, but it does give me some sort of comfort to know that that was because of my ADHD and that there's nothing wrong with me. And 3, I no longer feel like a fucking weirdo for struggling with emotional regulation. I know now that that's an ADHD symptom, and that's literally something I've struggled with my entire life. Like since I was a kid, so many ways it manifested. Like in elementary school, if I got called on and I didn't know the answer, I would be so embarrassed I would go to the bathroom and cry. That's one way. And then obviously toxic relationships with men in my teens and 20s, just really volatile, fighting and screaming and those kinds of things. I really struggled with authority in previous jobs and stuff like that, and always struggled with like keeping my cool with talking about conflict. If I'm feeling really heated about something, I get upset. And I think the lack of emotional regulation skills is definitely an ADHD thing. So that knowledge, again, it makes me feel like, okay, there's nothing wrong with me. It's just a symptom of ADHD that I have. And honestly, the medication that I'm on now has really helped with emotional regulation and kind of allowing me to take a step back before I react and stuff. And even knowing ADHD before I knew I had it, I didn't realize there was like an emotional regulation component. I used to like joke around and call myself like a sensitive person or a highly sensitive person, which I still think I am. And I also think that is what led me to using substances, like the impulsiveness of my ADHD and lack of emotional regulation. But it's also due to the fact that I struggle with emotional regulation. That's why I feel sensitive. So yeah, it's been a year actually, like, but overall my life has improved, you know? I'm really thankful that I fought for this diagnosis. I'm really thankful that I have amazing mom friends who also have ADHD and like walked me through the process of getting diagnosed, taking medications, what medications to ask for, what's the best that works for them, et cetera, because if I didn't have them, I probably would have given up. So yeah, that's me, late diagnosed ADHD.